92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today feels like he wasn't on his A game when he went on the date with the girl we're about to call. Her name's Abby, right, Scott?
Yep, Abby, yes.
How you doing? Thanks for emailing the show.
For sure. I really appreciate you guys hearing me out on this. Thank you.
I read your email. I like how you initially got her number and got your dinner date. Why don't you tell everybody how you did that? That's pretty smooth.
I appreciate that. So, I'm a busy guy, so sometimes I only have a little bit of time for lunch, so I ran down to one of the lunch trucks, and I noticed a cute girl behind me on the line. And I was trying to figure out when the line was moving forward, like, oh, man, what can I say to this girl? Like, how can I initiate this conversation? So I turned around to her, and I blatantly lied to her. Actually, I said, hey, I've never been to this lunch truck before. Do you have any recommendations?
See? That's a good idea. Now,
That's A-game material right there.
But when you do that, you got to make sure you've never been there before, or they're not going to recognize you. So you're like, oh, dude, I've never been here. What's good? And then you walk up to the front. They're like, hey, Scott, how you been?
You're regular for you?
Yeah. Just get you the usual.
I'm assuming that didn't happen, right, Scott?
It didn't, fortunately. It didn't.
Yeah.
So basically, we talked, we started talking. I made her laugh a couple times. She made me laugh. I was like, oh, this girl's pretty cool. So, I get my sandwich, and we go over to the side, and I wait for her to get hers. And then as she's walking over, I say, hey, Abby, I really appreciate the lunch recommendation. Since you gave me a recommendation, I actually wanted to give you a dinner recommendation.
Oh, I see. Look at that segue.
See, that's what I was talking about. That's the part that I like.
That is smooth,
You gave me a lunch recommendation. I'm going to give you a recommendation. You come hang out with Scotty Boy for dinner.
5 stars on Yelp.
So she liked it, obviously.
She did, yeah. She shook her head, but
Yeah.
she thought it was cute. So
Then where did you guys go to dinner?
we just went to a spot downtown. It's this little sushi spot that I know about, and it was awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I just felt off.
Now, well, that's what your email said, that you weren't on your A game. What does that mean? What is your A game?
I hadn't worked out that day, and so I felt a little bit off physically, like I wasn't in it, like I wasn't showcasing the full me.
Do you mean like you were tired and just kind of off mentally because you hadn't worked out, or are you talking about like your biceps weren't bulging from the pump from the gym before?
I mean, probably a little column A, a little column B,
Yeah.
One leads to the other.
Did she notice that anything was off?
I don't think so. It's not like it was like leaving the conversation to go cry for a minute and come back.
But I mean,
Sounds like it.
She's also not calling you back, so she might have noticed.
No, I mean, I pride myself kind of on being a witty guy, and I just didn't feel like I was on it. I just didn't feel like I was sharp that night.
How much did you bring up your workout regimen and your muscles? Because in our conversations, it's come up a lot.
Well, I mean, I feel like it directly affects a lot of parts about me. I probably brought it up a little bit. It's a part of my life. It's something that I pride myself on. So,
Anything that was notably awkward, or anything that you said where you noticed a weird reaction from her? Or...
it wasn't anything crazy. It's funny because we go for a walk, we look at the stars, and it'd be that moment where you'd like look at each other. And I was like, normally I'd go in and try to get that kiss, but like it's just so I just felt like deflated. It was really weird. So, and I'm sure there were some times where she was kind of like, oh, I don't, what's going on with this guy?
Was it that tension? Like, it's like, okay, now's your opportunity to kiss her, but you kept passing on that?
Totally, yeah. I didn't understand it.
That's the worst.
That is.
Do you think that you guys just don't have chemistry, maybe? I mean, are you trying to make something that's not there?
I'm thinking about her. The fact that I wrote this, I wrote to you guys because, I like her. I wouldn't write to you guys for anybody. So I think it was just me. I was off. Like I said, I just got to make sure I get my workout in. So I'm really feeling on point.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
Sent her a couple of text messages, and she responds to them, but like it takes a long time to respond.
Okay.
Normally if you're excited about something, you respond quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just text. I didn't try to call her or anything like that. I don't want to weird her out.
Have you actually asked her out again, or are you just trying to make conversation and you notice that she's being a little slow?
Yeah, I would say more the latter. Because I mean, I haven't gotten that like green light that she's like enjoying talking to me or anything.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update. Okay?
All right, that's fine. Thanks again, guys.
All right, man. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Scott, I want to let you know during that song, I was able to slam a protein shake, so I'm on my A game. This second part of your second date update is going to go great. I can feel it.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, no problem, bro. If anybody's tuning in right now, Scott is on the phone with us. He went out with a girl named Abby. Feels like he wasn't on his A game during the date because he didn't work out earlier in the day. And there's nothing really glaring that happened during your date that you can think of, Scott. You just felt kind of awkward about the whole
Yeah,
thing?
just a little awkward. Yeah, just a little off. I don't know what's going on with me.
I will say, I think it takes a big man to admit that he wasn't on his A game. Like, most people call in, they were like, I did everything perfect. I don't know what went wrong.
But Scott hasn't even directly asked Abby out yet. You just aren't getting the right vibe.
Yeah, exactly. You guys know how that feeling is.
All right.
I do.
Well, there it is.
We're going to give her a call right now. Scott, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go, man.
Hello,
Hi, is Abby there?
this is her.
Abby, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. How are you?
I'm sorry.
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on the radio station moving 92.5.
Okay.
Abby, I'm calling you because you recently went out with a friend of the show. His name is Scott.
Okay.
And Scott really liked you and enjoyed your date, but he's kind of getting a really weird vibe from you that you don't want to see him again.
He's getting a weird vibe from me.
Yeah. Should it be the other way around?
I mean, I don't want to, throw anybody under the bus or anything, but I don't think I'm the one that's being weird.
You think that Scott is weird?
Honestly, I don't know him, so I can't say that, but...
Abby, I talked to Scott about the night you went out because I was asking him about your date, and he says he feels like he wasn't on his A game. Did he seem kind of off to you?
I mean, that's what he said to me that night, so...
He told you that he wasn't on his A game?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of a weird thing to say.
Well, at least he was being honest. But how do you go from being off to being weird? Those are two totally different things.
You know, there was this one moment that I went into the bathroom and, I was gone for a couple minutes and I came back and he wasn't facing the bathroom, so his back was towards me. And I was getting closer to the table and I saw that he was kind of moving his head up and down. And I kind of thought that was weird and I went up to him and I was like, hey, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I missed my workout, so I'm just getting in some butt clenches.
What? Some butt clutches
butt
at the
clenches?
table?
Oh, Abby, are you sure he wasn't joking?
He had to
That's
have-
so ridiculous.
Amazing.
He had to have been joking with you, Abby.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I thought that he was joking, so I laughed.
So he's basically working out while you're at dinner.
Right.
Yeah, that's weird. That is weird, Abby.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a pretty solid body. I got to say that. He's a very attractive guy. And obviously that was one of the things that he kept wanting to talk to me about. And I eat healthy. I try to go for walks or I'll go for hikes with my girlfriends and stuff. And there was one point where he asked me, he was like, oh, what gym do you go to? And I told him I didn't go to a gym. And he started asking more questions, like, why? What's so bad about working out? And I was like, it's just not my thing. I've never been into going to the gym. And he literally goes, look, sweat dries, blood clots, bones heal, suck it up, princess.
What?
Say that again. What did he say?
Sweat dries, blood clots, bones heal, suck it up, princess.
Oh, my gosh.
So he's basically like, get in the gym.
Did you
Quit being a crybaby.
That's awful. And so condescending.
What would you say to Scott if you could talk to him right now?
No.
I would say don't be a douchebag.
Simple. Get to the point.
Okay?
I
Hey,
like that.
Scott,
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
did you hear that?
Oh, gosh.
Abby, I should probably let you know that Scott's on the phone and just heard what you said.
Everything?
Everything.
Everything.
That sounded like a wounded little puppy.
Say hi to Scott, Abby.
Hey.
So that's how you feel about me, huh? That I'm a douche. That's it?
Oh, my God. This is so awkward. I didn't say douche. I don't think I called you a douche.
Yeah, you did.
Well, let me clarify. You didn't call me a douchebag. You just called me a douche.
Yeah, there was no bag in it.
Yeah, douchebag light. I guess.
Scott,
You were working out at the table.
yeah. Were you actually doing that, Scott? That's kind of weird, man.
I was. I wasn't even thinking about when she went to the bathroom and I was doing those, to get a couple butt clench reps in.
Those are real?
she came and tapped me and told me, like, hey, what are you doing? And I immediately was like, oh, shoot. That's kind of like blew my cover, so I just told her what was going on. Any other reason for me to be clenching my butt over and over again was probably worse.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the workout thing's forgivable. What about princess?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everybody should work out. It's not just a you thing. It's like an everybody thing. You know, like everybody needs to, feel that exhilaration. You know what I mean? Like it just really kind of sets you off every day. So, I want that for you. And when I hear that you don't want that for yourself, I'm thinking, here's a girl who wants to be like pampered and like, all right, what am I, feed you grapes? Like,
you didn't pamper me though. You wouldn't even let me order anything that I wanted to order.
Wait, he was stopping you from ordering food?
Yes.
What?
I tried to get the spicy tuna roll thingy, and you were like, oh, it's fried. You shouldn't eat fried food, so straight to your waist.
All right.
Scott.
It was just a suggestion. I didn't tell you had to do it. I'm not going to walk your hand through life.
It wasn't a suggestion. You specifically said, I'm not going to pay for this and contribute to obesity in America.
Scott,
Abby! How are you
if you're
still
going
at the table?
You know what? No, I don't even appreciate this. She's blowing this up. She's getting all smoke because she's on the radio and people are laughing at her right now. There's no way I was this bad.
Abby, would you like to go out with Scott again? We will pay for a second date. We'll make sure it's on his cheat day where you can order whatever you want, and we'll tell him to make sure he goes to the gym beforehand so he's not doing exercises at the table.
I just can't, in my right mind, say yes to another date with him.
Thank God.
Oh, man.
He was awful.
I'm just not into that type of person, I'm not into that lifestyle.
Oh, yeah, that healthy lifestyle? Yeah, well, have fun living till you're 52.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
When I met you in the summer.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A listener named Amanda is on the phone for a second date update today, and she's smart.
Okay.
Because she did what people normally don't do. She did her research. Like, not just on the date, the person she was going with, but the actual place. She showed up the day before, interviewed everybody at the restaurant, waited around, checked it out to make sure that it was the proper location to have a date.
Psycho.
Isn't that right, Amanda?
No, that's not exactly what I did. But
Oh my God. Thank God.
I was trying to spin what you did and make it better, but I guess not.
yeah. Thank you for trying to make it better, but no, that's not exactly what I did. Yes,
good.
I did go to the restaurant the day before, but that was on accident.
Oh, okay. You didn't go to make sure that you had the best lighting at the table so that you looked fantastic no matter what happened on your date, right?
Scout mission.
No, but that's a great idea. No, I totally screwed up. I showed up at the restaurant and I was waiting for a really long time, and I kept calling him and texting him until finally got a response, and he wrote me back saying that we actually had planned a date the following night.
Shut up.
So he screwed up your schedule and showed up to the restaurant a day early.
Where are you,
That's
jerk?
true.
You should have kept blaming it on him and been like, no, I'm pretty sure it was tonight.
I can't imagine the emotions you were going through, though.
Yeah, after 30 minutes, I was pretty upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like hating this guy so much. And then you realize it's your own fault. Did you say anything rude to him when you texted him?
When I didn't hear from him, I kind of just wrote, like, dude, are you showing up or not? Because I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not too bad. And so did you make it the next night?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Good. All right.
Everybody showed up the next night. Awesome.
As planned.
And it was a little weird when I showed up the second night in a row because all of the servers and the hostess remembered me.
She's back.
Yeah, it was awkward because the night before I kept checking in with everyone wondering if they had seen this guy or if he was there.
Like I have his picture like a police officer that shows up trying to track somebody down. Like, have you seen this man before in here ever?
Exactly.
So, wait, how did you deal with that, though? I mean, were you able to laugh, or was it just weird?
I mean, it was a little awkward, but I had to laugh it off. I had no other choice.
Okay. And was he cool with it?
Yeah, he made fun of me.
Okay.
Yeah, as he should. As he should.
Right.
So how was the actual date?
The actual date, I thought, went well. We had a lot of things in common, listened to the same music. A lot of our hobbies are the same. Conversation was good, but I haven't heard from him since.
So when you were leaving the date, what was your thought? Like that you were for sure going to see him again?
I don't know. You know, to be honest, just dating is terrible and people ghost and you don't know what happens to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it went really well and we had a lot of chemistry, but I don't know if he feels the same way because he's not calling me back.
Yeah. Or you've had plans with him for a while now, but you're not very good with your schedule, so you got it all screwed up.
Yeah, he's waiting.
Yeah, he's been waiting on your call.
Yeah, maybe that too.
Oh my God. Did you guys kiss or anything?
No, I wanted to kiss him to see if we had a deeper connection, but we just kind of hugged and said it was really nice to meet each other and thank you for a nice evening.
Oh.
Okay. And no plans to go out again? Like you guys didn't say, we should totally go out again?
No, I didn't make any plans. I was kind of hoping that he would be the one to call me and plan another date, but I don't know, maybe he thought I was going to screw that one up too and then show up twice. So.
Yeah, it's just like, screw it. Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, we're going to do it next.
Okay.
Like after the song. Like, don't go anywhere. Don't show up somewhere else, okay?
I promise.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Amanda, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, you know, at the end of the first part of the second date update, you made the comment that dating sucks.
Totally.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking when we call this guy and find out if he'll go on another date with you or not, if he says yes, just skip everything, get married right away.
What?
That way you don't have to worry about dating anymore.
Great idea.
And then if he says no, just the next guy you go on a date with, just meet him at the courthouse, get married. Just stop with the dating, you know?
Okay, great.
All right.
It's like arranging your own wedding.
Yeah, great idea. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, cool. If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Amanda is on the phone. She wants to call a dude named Jacob. They went out to eat dinner together. The problem at the beginning of the whole thing was that Amanda showed up on the wrong day to the restaurant and then blamed him for standing her up. But they worked it out. They ended up going there the next day to eat dinner. She says they had a great time, but now he's not getting back to her and she doesn't know why.
I'm just worried that this is going to go poorly and you're just going to give up on dating altogether. Like, could this be the last straw for you?
You know, I don't know. I've had such bad luck in the past that I might as well know the truth.
Marriage. If you give up on dating, just get married, Amanda. That's the way it works.
Yeah, because marriage is so much easier than dating.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Jacob?
this is Jacob.
Hey, Jacob, how are you? My name is Jubal from a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay, can I help you with something or?
No, just calling for no reason, just to talk.
Word.
All right. I'm a little confused here. Do you need a donation or something or?
We do need
Maybe
that.
at
That's
some
actually
point.
true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I'm calling you because we got an email from one of our listeners, and it was about you.
About me?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, her name is Amanda, and you guys went out to dinner the other day.
Yes, we did.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
And she showed up to the restaurant on the wrong day and then started to blame you for it. You remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay. Well, Amanda told us a little bit about your date when you guys actually did go out, and now she's wondering why you won't call her back.
Really?
Yep.
So she contacted you and told you all about our date.
Yes.
It sounded like a lovely date from what she described.
Well, if I'm being 100% honest, this is a huge surprise to me because she did not seem very interested in me.
Really?
Really?
She told us the opposite. She said that she was really interested in you, but she thought that you weren't feeling it.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
I mean, why would she
I,
try to contact you for another date if she wasn't interested?
Well, this whole thing is news to me. I did not know that, and that was not the impression I got.
Okay.
That's to be sure. Yeah.
Wait, you haven't gotten like a text message or a voicemail or something from her?
I think I got a text message from her, but based on kind of how things went, it sort of seemed more like a courtesy, hey, thanks, that was great, but not like she was really serious about wanting to see me again, especially after what,
Well, this could be one of the easiest second date updates we've ever done then.
Yeah.
Guys, we should just hook you up right now then, obviously, because you guys both like each other and didn't know it.
Well, I'm not sure that I actually really want to go out again, to be honest.
What was she doing that made you think she wasn't interested?
Well, the first sign I got was when the waiter came to the table to take our drink orders. He walked away and she said, wow, that guy's jawline looks just like my ex's.
Oh.
And I kind of was like, did she just say that? And then she just launched into it. In the date, she was just talking about her ex and kind of going on and on in this way that made me feel like, it was actually kind of sweet. It just seemed like she was still kind of hung up on him and, like she seemed like a good person, but just honestly not over him.
Yeah, when you're making comments about the waiter's jawline being similar to your ex, it sounds to me like that's all she's thinking about.
Yeah, well, not only that, she kind of said, like, we were working a lot. He was going to night school, and then he had to move for a job, and it wasn't anything bad that happened, but he moved, and so, I think they still have a cat together, or he has a cat or something.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. She went into great detail about her ex.
Oh, I learned it all. Yeah, I learned it all. And
it's almost like you were on a date with that dude.
Yeah, I might as well have been. He might as well have just pulled right up.
Were you asking her questions about it, or was she just...
I didn't ask her anything about the ex. That's for sure. I wouldn't, wouldn't have been my style.
Okay.
And, I don't know, I guess I kind of left the date thinking this girl's really not that into me, and she's got some history that she's not cleared up with. So I went home, and I guess when I was home, I was thinking about it some more, and so I checked out this guy, her ex, on Facebook just because I was curious. And
well, yeah, you've heard so much about him. Why not?
Oh, my God.
It's like you're pulling up a celebrity's Facebook page.
You Facebook stalked her ex?
I know. Even when I was doing it, I was like, this is beyond. But I was curious, I feel like I should have just friended the guy. I knew enough about him. And he seemed like a nice guy, but, good-looking guy, but nothing really special, I thought. It wasn't like, he certainly didn't do it for me. So.
Okay, so you didn't
find him hot?
You didn't friend request him then, huh?
Slightly.
Yeah, good enough-looking guy, but.
But you're just not really what you need.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't believe that we've gone from talking about your date to analyzing the looks of her ex on Facebook.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it was a strange night, and this kind of happened, and was ready to move on.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we're not really ready to move on yet. Neither is Amanda, because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
She's on the phone.
Yes. She's on the phone and she wants to talk to you.
Hi.
Hey, Amanda. How's it going? Wow. Okay.
So you looked up my ex, huh?
Yeah, I guess I did. I did.
Uh-oh.
Guilty.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually resisted, really been trying to avoid it. And I don't know, he had a picture of him fishing. Is that still what he's doing?
What are you doing?
I just,
Yeah. I don't really remember what the picture was. But do you hear yourself right now? I can does anyone else?
Yeah,
we
we're
do.
on board
We're
with
just,
you, Jacob.
just
We're
letting
all
you
on
have
board.
the conversation. So,
what do you mean?
You honestly don't hear what you're doing?
Yeah, no, I'm interested because I just want to know what he's up to. Like, does he have a status update? What is he up to?
Amanda, you're clearly not over this guy.
No, I am. I'm totally over him. I've been with him for a really long time, and I'm just curious to what he's doing.
His profile picture had another girl in it, but I don't know if it was that
Wait,
sister
what?
or.
What? Did she have brown hair with like blonde highlights in the front?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
no.
Amanda, it doesn't matter. It's your ex. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter. I want to know because I want to know if it's his sister or if it's the girl he was dating before me.
Oh my gosh, Amanda.
Yeah, listen, I'm sorry. I should not have brought that up. But.
No, I don't think you should have.
Amanda, you do not need to be dating right now.
Yeah, look, you're not in charge of my life. I thought dating would be a really good thing for me. So, okay, I dated this guy, and now I'm not, and I'm trying to find someone new.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're still focusing quite a bit on the old dude, Amanda.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
what we're trying to say.
It's not fair to you, to the new dude. It's not really fair to anybody until you heal whatever's going on there.
If you were dating someone for over a year and then you found out that some other girl was in his profile picture on Facebook, then you would be really upset too and probably want to know who it is.
Okay.
I agree with you completely,
Yeah.
Amanda.
But
I'm on your side, 100%.
Probably not when you have your date on the phone, too. I don't know. Like, maybe if you were talking to your best girlfriend.
Look, I'm just curious and I want to know. So, Jacob, could you please tell me more about what you saw on his Facebook profile?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a hard no, Amanda. And
You know what? I have a better idea, Jacob. How about this? Would you like to go on a second date with Amanda? We will pay for it, and then you guys can talk all about it.
you know what? As fun as that sounds, I'm going to decline.
No?
Thank you
Come on.
very much.
Dude, you guys could gossip about the whole thing the whole time.
Yeah.
No, Jacob, you know what? You owe me for this. Okay, I know that everyone is laughing about this right now, but you were the one who looked, and I think that you owe it to me to tell me what you found.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Okay. So why don't you just do yourself a favor and look at his Facebook profile, or are you blocked or something? It sounds
Yeah.
That's a good
might be.
point.
Good idea.
Yeah, why aren't you on there, Amanda?
Good point.
I don't want to talk about that. I'm just curious about what you know.
Well,
yes.
Amanda, how about this? How about this? How about you just set up like a dummy account and then try to follow him?
No.
That's what most sane people do.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate your lame advice. Thank you, but no thank you. Jacob, when we hang up on this radio station, I am going to contact you, and I am going to expect that you give me some answers about what you found.
Oh, my God.
He opened the floodgate.
Oh, you need some good girlfriends right now, Amanda.
Shut up and stop telling me what to do.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Amanda, it's your life. Live it the way you see fit. And I guess you'll be reaching out to Jacob because there's nothing we can do about that
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, I will be reaching out to him, and he better answer the phone, Jacob.
All right.
I'm scared.
That really makes me eager. I love a good threat.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
Amanda, looks like no second date for you. Hopefully you can get the information that you want, though. And I guess we did find out that dating really does suck after all.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay, everybody texting in at 78592 right now, calling the girl from today's second date update crazy needs to stop.
Yeah.
Not because we disagree, just it's really full of people just saying she's crazy, and I'd like to read some different texts. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Amanda wanted to call this dude named Jacob. When we got him on the phone, we found out the reason he wasn't calling her back was because she seemed pretty obsessed with her ex.
Yeah.
And through the second date update, she still seemed pretty obsessed with her ex because he said that after the date, he pulled up the dude's Facebook page just to see who he was because he heard so much about him on the date. And she started asking tons of questions because it sounds like she's blocked from seeing any of his content online.
I feel bad for her, though. I mean, everybody's been in a situation where they pine after some ex. It hurts, man.
Yeah, and it goes
hurts.
through everyone's head. I just don't think a lot of people actually go through with that kind of
I
stuff.
know,
You know
Yeah.
what I
she
mean?
talked about it too much. She doesn't have any self-control.
There it is,
part of the
yes.
issue, and
Yeah.
maybe some self-esteem issues on top. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. I get that, but
Her ex sounds amazing, though.
Yeah.
And I want to learn more about him. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who isn't calling you back.
Move at 92.5.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I once tried to pick up a girl in an airport bar.
Yeah, how'd
Just
that work
once?
out?
We were in Chicago drinking at like this little wine bar thing. I was waiting for my flight. She was waiting for her flight. We struck up a conversation. Oh, we were both going to the same place in Seattle. I said, when we get to Seattle, we should totes go out.
Yeah.
She said, no, we shouldn't. And that's how we left everything.
That's the best answer ever. I hope that was a quote.
Carson did actually meet a girl at the airport and ended up getting her number and everything else. Carson, how are you?
I'm doing good, guys. How are you?
Good. Tell us about how you met Kelly, the girl that you want to call today.
Yeah, I met her at SeaTac. I had just gotten back into town from Thailand. I was overseas for several weeks, and just getting off the plane, all I wanted was a domestic beer. I just wanted a Bud Light more than anything, so I just went straight to a bar in the airport, and a few seats down was Kelly, and we just started chatting kind of casually, and
Did she just come over and sit next to you herself, or did you just be like, hey, Toots, you should come over and get a little closer? Is that how you did it? That's how I usually
No, we had there were the bowls with snacks, and she was out of snacks, and I kind of pushed my snack bowl towards her, and she kind of scooted over.
God, that's how I always get lured, by food.
God. He left a trail of crumbs from her seat to his seat, and she couldn't help but come over and sit next to you. What did you like about Kelly?
She was just really cute and completely approachable, and she was a great conversationalist.
Did you guys go on another date, or was the airport bar the date?
No. I asked her out for dinner. I told her that when she got back from San Diego, if she was interested, I'd love to take her out. She said yes. So we ended up going out for some Thai food, and I'm really just looking for someone that shares my interests and my values, and someone that's cultured. I like to travel a lot. I like experiencing different places and people. And
did you tell her that over and over again? I'm looking for somebody cultured. Are you cultured? Are you traveled? Or are you sort of naive about the world around you? Because I don't want to waste my time with you.
Yeah, no, I maybe should have led with that.
Does she seem like that kind of girl? Does she seem well-traveled and cultured and everything that you're looking for?
Yeah, she totally did. And, we were talking about languages, and I mentioned the fact that I speak 3 different languages, and I just come back from Thailand, and it was really easy for me to kind of pick up Thai, and, I ordered our meal in Thai, and she seemed to be pretty, impressed with that. And
yeah, that's a risk. It's either impressive or very douchey.
Yeah, it's a
It's a fine line, it is.
But if you're right and the waiter doesn't look at you like you're an idiot, then I think it's always cool.
It depends how you do it, though.
Yeah, it has to be more of a conversation between the two of you, not you being like, oh, also, I know Thai.
Hold on one second. Is that how you did it, or was it kind of a smooth, normal?
I mean, it started off kind of smooth, and I think it maybe annoyed her a little bit. I think I probably maybe got a little carried away with it.
How'd you know that it annoyed her?
Well, she asked me if we could continue in English.
That's a good sign.
Were you talking to her in Thai?
I mean, I ordered the meal in Thai, and then we started talking about other languages I know and how did I learn them, and I just kind of went off and
Carson.
That's what happened.
I don't know. I maybe was talking a little bit too much.
So you were showing off. You were kind of showing off.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't. That's not what I meant to do, but I guess that's kind of what I ended up doing.
When in doubt, ask her more questions. Don't talk about yourself.
And ask them to her in Cantonese.
Yes, that's a good idea, Jubal. I think this could turn out well for you, though. I mean, if you just tell a girl that, hey, you made me nervous. I tried to impress you too much. Give me another chance. I mean, what girl could say no to that?
A lot. A lot of girls have said no in the second date update to things like that. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
I've called 3 or 4 times and sent her a handful of texts. I mean, we had a great time. It seemed like we had dinner and spent about 2 hours together. It was pretty nice, and it wasn't an entire meltdown or anything like that. And I just know that if I could get her on the phone or just have a chance to explain it to her, she'd understand and give me a second chance.
Okay. And you haven't heard anything from her. You said you sent her a handful of texts, but not even like an avoidance kind of response?
No.
Just nothing. Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update.
Cool.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, Carson, I never did ask you how your date ended with Kelly. What happened at the end of your date?
Well, I mean, I guess ultimately what happened is I went to kiss her goodnight, and she kind of cold-shouldered me and offered me her hand instead.
Oh, her hand.
Ooh, not even a hug, a
Yeah,
handshake.
well, to kiss her hand or just like a firm, like, hey, we'll see you later.
I mean, I don't think she was offering me to kiss her
Like
hand.
fair maiden, you know. That's what happens, I hear. That's what chivalrous men do. I'm not one of those. If you're just joining us for the second date update, Carson wants us to call Kelly. He met her at the airport. They were at a bar. He started talking to her. They ended up going out. And at dinner, they discussed all their world travels. He spoke in the different languages that he can speak in. At a certain point, she said, "Can we just speak English?" And he thinks she may have thought that he was showing off. Is that pretty much accurate, Carson?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update. You ready to go?
Yes.
Hello?
Bueno, ¿puedo hablar Kelly, please?
Hello?
Can I speak to Kelly, please?
Yes, this is she.
Kelly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Oh, hello.
Have you heard of the show before?
I have, of course, yeah.
Any idea why I might be calling you?
Just to say hi? I don't know.
You know the show better than that. If you've listened for a second, you know I wouldn't be calling you just to say hi.
I don't know.
Kelly,
You are funny.
have you heard the second date updates that we do on our show?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, you recently went on a date with someone who emailed us about you.
Okay.
Do you remember going out with Carson?
Why are you asking?
Because Carson really liked you and he'd love to go out again, but you're not responding to any of his phone calls or text messages, so he emailed us to ask if he did something wrong on the date.
Oh, I don't know that I should discuss this in this venue.
I think it's a great idea, honestly. And listen, Carson emailed us, so he wants to know, do you like Carson?
He seems like a perfectly nice guy.
That's such a bad response,
Yeah.
Kelly.
The girls in the room just cringed.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wanted to go out with him again, I would have, you know?
What did he do? I mean, it sounded like, his description, your date went pretty well.
What did he tell you?
He said that you met at the airport, went out for a nice dinner, and had a fun time. He was scared that you might have thought he was showing off with all of the languages he can speak. And you said, hey, can we just speak English?
Yeah, I might have said that.
Was that annoying?
For me, that wasn't a deal breaker. Something else that he said kind of was, though, just for me. And so,
What did he say to you?
well, he was talking about his trips, and he really loves to travel, which is great. But I don't know if other girls would have an issue with this, but he was talking about spending time when he was in Southeast Asia in the brothels there.
Oh,
yeah.
And for me, I don't know.
Was he saying that he just went to check them out, or was he saying that he was an active customer there?
He was like, we hang out there.
I don't think it would be good either way. Even if you're saying that you're just going to check them out.
But I will say, I've been to Bangkok before, and at the
Bangkok.
Yeah, you have.
and at the night.
And
How old are you
sometimes
guys?
when you're
Oh my
walking around
gosh.
Bangkok, you want to pick up a little lady boy.
No, but there's a night
When
market.
in Rome,
Just give up, Brooke. Just give
do
up.
as the Thai Romans do.
No, I'm just trying to explain to her that there's a night market and it's surrounded
And
by all
sometimes
the
you
sex
just
shops.
gotta get a little action.
All they heard was Bangkok. So
Yeah, I
just
know.
give up.
And the thing is, it's like a tourist area.
So you hear that, Kelly? Going to brothels in that part of the world,
it's not.
perfectly normal. Everybody does it.
That's not what I'm saying.
I mean, what he said was that when he travels to Southeast Asia, he frequents many brothels. Those were his exact words.
Okay,
He
that's not
frequents the
I
brothels.
feel like that means he's sleeping with prostitutes.
I think that you're right.
Yeah,
I can't.
that
argue.
would lead me to believe the same thing.
I wouldn't call him back either.
Hey, Kelly,
Yeah?
I should probably let you know that Carson is actually on the other line and has been listening to this entire conversation.
I probably should have assumed that.
Yeah, you probably should have. Carson, did you just admit to Kelly on your date that you frequent brothels in Southeast Asia?
First of all, it wasn't an admission. I was just sharing a piece of information. And yeah, I don't even really remember saying that. I mean,
Now, Kelly, correct me if I'm wrong here,
Gross.
but Carson, in my experience, admitting to being with a prostitute in the biblical sense to another woman, usually a turnoff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say what other girls would think, but me and I think any of my friends, that would be a deal breaker.
It's okay, Kelly. You can say what other
Yes.
girls would think.
No, it's disgusting.
Kelly, okay, I did not say that I frequent these brothels to sleep with prostitutes, okay? I've been to Thailand dozens of times. The first
But
few
can I
times
ask,
I
like,
went...
if you frequent a lot of brothels, like, what are you doing there? Like,
Just hanging out.
what?
Okay, well, as Brooke was saying, the brothels are situated among a number of different cultural attractions, okay? And it's not like you're going into this deep underground dungeon where it's nothing but a bunch of ladies, okay?
And let's face it, some of those brothels have the best food.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, hey, I was there, but I was there to get a steak. I wasn't there for what you're
I
thinking.
feel like if you're saying you're frequenting a lot of brothels, for me, it's a deal breaker. Sorry.
Okay, but Kelly, listen, I mean, to be perfectly honest, like, yes, I did have an experience with a prostitute very, very,
Why
very
are
on.
you
Why would you?
Shut up, dude.
Why-
Oh my God.
Why are you telling her that, Carson?
Listen, I'm being honest, okay?
All right.
It was horrible. Not for me. I mean, see, not for her, but for me. And
She had a
women-
terrible time.
These women make a living. They make a great living doing this.
No.
And
It's like when you've already dug a hole, don't keep digging it.
Yeah, dude.
Stop.
Carson,
I was like on the floor. I'm speechless right now.
why would you ever admit to that on a first date even bring that up? Like, maybe if you guys 10 years from now were like, hey, you want to hear a crazy story about when I went to Thailand? I'd still think it was a terrible idea then to do that.
okay,
but
well, she was already assuming that was the case anyway, so I might as well be honest about it now than
I appreciate your honesty, I guess.
well, I have to ask anyway. Kelly, would you like to go on a second date with Carson? I will pay for a second date. Carson will pay for something else later down the line.
You know, I respect that you're being honest, and I would apologize for jumping to conclusions, except that I was right, but I think this isn't going to work out for us. So,
Kelly,
thank you.
just really quickly, and I respect your decision and everything, and that's totally fine, but you came to the conclusion that this is something that I do all the time, and that I've been prostitutes on a regular basis when I go overseas, and that's not the case.
So, Carson, what you're saying is once in a while you might get a hooker. What's the big deal?
No, what I said was once I did, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I just hope that you don't think that because you paid for dinner, like, that entitles you to anything here.
It's a fair trade.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
The girl that's on the line to do a second date update today met the guy that she went out with at a very dirty place. That's right.
Whoa.
Bacteria infested, blood everywhere.
That's not
Creepy
normal.
old men who just can't wait to get in your mouth.
What?
This is
I'm talking about the dentist's office.
Oh,
That's
makes sense. They are all creepy there.
Yes, they are. That's where Andrea met the guy that she wants us to call today. Apparently, she works at a dentist's office, and that's where she met him.
Okay.
How you doing, Andrea?
I'm pretty good.
Did you ever think of your office like I just spoke about it?
You know, it doesn't exactly make people want to go to the dentist's office.
No, it is very.
Hygiene is very important. So
Your email said that you met this guy at work, and you work at a dentist's office. How'd you meet him?
I work as a receptionist, and he was a new patient. He came in, and when he was like checking in, we were just flirting with each other. We seemed to have an instant connection.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Are you allowed to hit on patients as the receptionist?
I mean, he was hitting on me. I was just receiving it.
Oh, you were innocent party in this. I see.
Sure, absolutely. And he was cute and stuff, so I flirted back with him.
And when he filled out his form and put his phone number down, you saved it and then called him later.
No, that's illegal, actually.
Oh,
So
okay.
what I did what he did was he went in and he had his appointment, and then when he came out, usually we want to schedule you for your next appointment. And when I was scheduling him for his follow-up appointment, he gave me his phone number, and he said we should go out.
Oh, that's cool. So where'd you guys go?
Well, we ended up going out to dinner, and I got really dressed up. I thought I was looking really cute. And he took me to this restaurant. It was in a building that had a very, very nice view. It was a really nice restaurant. I've never been there before.
Did you guys meet there, or did he pick you up?
He picked me up, and so, I thought we had a lovely time at dinner, and he has beautiful eyes, and he is just a smoking build. I mean, the guy works out and stuff.
I'm hoping during dinner you reminded him the whole time about his dental hygiene. Like, make sure you floss before and after this meal.
She's a receptionist there.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, he has a dynamite smile, too. I thought that we had great conversation during the date, and we talked about, going to concerts and stuff. We both really love movies. There was one awkward moment while we were talking about movies. So, I mean, I don't know if that was a deal breaker, but...
Did you bring up a movie that he liked and you didn't like, and then he got super angry at you?
Well, no, he was talking about... He's a real big fan of this guy's movies, and I had never heard of him. He's like, God.
Are you trying to remember right now even who it was?
Martin... It's Martin Scorsese?
Martin Scorsese. He's a big director.
He's like one of the biggest guys in movies ever.
Don't know anything.
Okay. Hey, I don't blame you.
Never heard of the guy.
Okay. I don't blame you for not knowing who he is.
He's like Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, he's a really huge name in movies, but did your date seem put off by that you didn't know who Martin Scorsese was? I wouldn't think that'd be a huge deal.
Well, it made me feel just kind of ditzy and stupid and like kind of insecure that I didn't know who this guy was.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe that's it.
You didn't pretend like you knew him, though. Like, you were honest.
Well, he kept trying to tell me his name, and I kept on trying to give it back to him, like pronouncing it over, and I don't know why. It's a tongue twister for me.
Try and say it for us right now.
Scorsese?
It's Scorsese. Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese?
No, not Stacy. Scorsese.
I'm not hearing it. I guess correctly or something. Is there a T in it?
No, there's no T. There's some names that people have trouble with no matter what. Obviously, you have trouble saying Martin Scorsese.
I guess so.
I could see how if you're going to claim to be a real movie lover and you not know these things, that it could maybe make you come off as a liar.
I know Julia Roberts is.
Okay, there we go.
You just like different kinds of movies. So how did everything end with this guy?
We concluded the date. I mean, after dinner, we actually walked around for a little while and seemed to be okay. But the date ended with just a hug, and I haven't gotten a call back from him.
Would you have kissed him if you went in for the kiss?
Sure.
So were you disappointed that it was a hug?
Of course I'm disappointed. I told you he had a hot butt.
All right. And how long has it been since your date?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
For those of you who don't know what this song is, it was a song made famous by the movie Goodfellas. A very huge movie directed by one Martin Skorbensky. Or Martin Shorshinsky. Or Martin Skormy some sashimi sushi. I don't know exactly how to say his name, but he's a very, very famous man in Hollywood. And he's the reason that Andrea, the girl who's on the phone for a second date update, thinks that she's not getting a call back today. She was out on a date with a guy named Austin. They were having fun. They brought up movies. He brought up that he's a big Martin Scorsese fan. She had never heard of Martin Scorsese and still can't figure out how to get her to pronounce his name correctly. But she thinks that he's not calling her back because he might have thought that she was kind of ditzy or whatever. Yeah. Andrea, are you ready to go?
I am.
Have you figured out how to say the name yet?
Scorsese.
No, that's a mixture between him and Patrick Swayze, who is no longer with us. Anyway, we're getting closer to you getting it correct. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Austin there?
Yeah, this is Austin.
Hey, Austin, what's up? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
I think you probably have the wrong number.
No, I don't think I do. I think I'm talking to the right guy.
No, I honestly don't know who you are. I think you've got the wrong number probably.
No, I think I have the right number. I think I really need to speak with you about something.
All right. What does a radio show need to talk to me about?
Well, it's about a date that you recently went on with one of our listeners. Her name is Andrea, and she actually emailed us asking if we could get you on the phone.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Emailed a radio station trying to get me on the phone?
Yes, it's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Andrea is wondering why you haven't been returning any of her phone calls.
Wait, so she emailed you and asked you to call me to ask me why I didn't call her back?
Yes.
Like, this is something that you guys do for your listeners?
Yep, it is. It's kind of a public service for them. And it's a learning situation. You know, they get to hear what they did wrong on a date so they don't hopefully do it again.
If she really wanted you to call me?
Mm-hmm. Because she likes you. Should she know why you're not calling her back? Is it something that should be obvious to her?
I don't know. I don't think it would be obvious to her, to be honest with you, no.
Okay, well, she seemed nice when we talked to her about the date.
Oh, she's perfectly pleasant, and
Okay.
I think she's a nice girl.
Are you just not attracted to her or something?
Yeah.
She's a very attractive. You know, there's just again, there was just some weird things that happened on the date that just made me not feel like we really should hang out again.
Can I tell you what she thinks it is, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong?
Sure, if you want to go ahead, that's fine.
She thinks that you're not calling her back because she didn't know who Martin Scorsese is and can't pronounce his name.
I mean, yeah, it was honestly, it was pretty wild. All right, maybe you don't know him, but you at least know some of his movies. You know, like Gangs of New York's pretty recent, or The Departed won an Oscar. You know, at least pronounce his name right after I teach you. Come on.
It's usually pretty easy to say a name after you've heard it.
Oh,
when
give
we
her a
talked to
break,
her,
you guys.
when we talked to her, we tried to say it to her too. She still couldn't get it.
I always,
But she thinks
I mean,
she thinks that's why you're not calling her back.
but come on,
Is
that
that the
can't be a
reason?
reason. She can't pronounce a
No,
name.
I mean, it was pretty strange, but it's not the reason.
Okay, can you tell us what the reason is then?
So, all right, so I take her to this restaurant, and it's a pretty nice restaurant. We get brought to our table, and the waitress pulls out the chair for her to sit down at the table, and she hops up on the chair, like feet on the chair, standing on the chair in the middle of the restaurant. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Did you say she like stood on the chair?
Yeah, like literally put her feet, like stood 3 feet over everybody who was standing, stood on the chair because she said that the view from up there was breathtaking and she needed to take a picture for Instagram. So she stood on the chair and took a picture of like the restaurant room with like some windows in the background showing the view that we could see. On her, from standing on her, like it was embarrassing. It was one of the most embarrassing things. This is an expensive restaurant we went to.
Maybe she's never been to a nice restaurant before, and she was just like shocked to be there. And
I'd be embarrassed to be there with her standing on the chairs at a McDonald's.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. I was trying to help justify it for you somehow.
It's cute. She gets excited about beautiful things.
No, and I agree. Like if Andrea had only done it once, that would have been one thing. But like, this odd Instagram behavior just kept happening and happening. For example, we're leaving the restaurant and she stops in the middle of us leaving. It's like, I really need to take a picture with this view in the background. So she like literally basically throws me her phone and runs over to the window and she gets into like this weird like yoga pose basically where she's got her leg behind her head and she's grabbing it with the other side arm and I basically am sitting on someone's table while they're eating trying to take a picture of her for Instagram doing a yoga pose in a restaurant in front of these windows. Like I said, it was weird. I don't want to go on a date with someone and be their professional Instagram photographer.
Come on. You don't want to add that to your list of job duties that you can do? Like special skills section on your resume. I'm a photographer.
maybe if she was going to pay me for it, but the fact that I'm paying for dinner, I'm picking her up, we're going out on my dime, and I'm also her photographer for her pictures by herself. Give me a break. I don't need this in my life.
You know what else is kind of annoying?
What's that?
She's actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
That's not funny at all.
Andrea, are you there?
I am.
Oh, my God. This was
Austin,
pretty shady, guys.
really? Austin, you have a problem with the fact that I like taking photographs? I like taking pictures of my Instagram. I have a lot of fans on there. And I'm kind of known for doing poses in different places.
I mean, that's fantastic news, but we were out on a date. I figured you could maybe focus on our date rather than your Instagram followers who you don't actually know. Like, if you're going to show some interest in someone, at least sit there and be a part of what's going on rather than thinking about, well, how can I best interact with these strangers on the internet? Like,
He has a really good point, Andrea.
People that follow me on Instagram, they like to know what I'm doing. And so, I share it and stuff, and they like it.
Andrea, at one point, you handed me your phone and took my phone so that I could take a picture of you looking at a phone in front of a brick wall.
Shut up. That is not true.
Did that
you
really happen?
do that?
It 100% happened. It made no sense. She was looking at my phone with me taking a picture of her phone so she could post herself looking at any phone in front of a brick wall on Instagram.
Andrea.
It was a great picture. It got like 400 likes.
I'll
That's
tell
pretty
you,
good.
It got one unlike from me. I did not like taking it.
Andrea, I don't think that's the point. Like, if he spent his entire time on his phone or maybe even doing his hobby while he was on a date with you, you would have found it incredibly rude.
Well, we talked about a lot of different things. We had a whole discussion about movies and how much we both love movies.
You're going to bring up the movies again? You're going to bring up the movies?
I thought we had a nice conversation about movies, but I guess not.
It was fine. Again, the whole thing was just fine.
Andrea, you don't see how it could be a little bit annoying that you're taking pictures every 5 seconds and making him basically your hired photographer for the evening.
Instagram is the wave of the future, and if you're not on Instagram, then you're not a part of the future. So that really sucks for you.
Oh, God. I think you work for Instagram. This is ridiculous.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you know what, Austin, I would love to ask you this question. Would you like to go out with Andrea on a second date? We will pay for it.
Andrea, again, you're super sweet, and there's another Instagrammer out there for you. But that dude is not me.
Whatever. I get hit up by so many guys on my Instagram. I don't even need to go out on a date with you.
Oh, sweetheart.
All right.
No, it doesn't sound like you do.
No, I guess not. Andrea, thank you. I'm sorry it wasn't a successful second date update.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Before we let you go, though, do you need to take a picture of yourself on the phone doing a second date update?
I never thought of that. I should totally do that.
No, you should not do that.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, my goodness.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Every time we do a second date update, and I started off by saying, this is the craziest place I've ever heard of two people meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I always think that's going to be the last time that I say that.
Yeah.
And then I get emails like we got for today's second date update, and I have to say it again. This is the craziest place anybody has ever met.
I really actually believe you on that one. You sound very adamant.
The girl that wants to call the guy for a second date update today, her name is Sarah, says that she met him at a crime scene.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
What's up, Sarah?
Hi.
Congratulations.
Oh,
You
no.
officially have the title of the weirdest place of meeting anybody for a date ever. How did that happen?
Okay, so this was about a week ago, and I was at a convenience store. I was just picking up some stuff from my apartment, and I'm in one of the aisles, and I turn around, and I see this guy at the counter with a gun, facing it at the shop owner.
Please don't continue by saying that you thought he was really cute and you got his number.
That would be amazing.
Not exactly.
I think that'd be amazing, though.
Ooh, bad boy.
Dude, some women are into it, man. I can see it happening.
Anything can be attractive with a gun, but not exactly him.
Okay. That's frightening.
It was, because I've never been in a situation like that, so it kind of rattled my nerves, and I started to shake a little bit. And
I feel like even people who have been in a situation like that, it would still rattle their nerves to be in the middle of a convenience store robbery.
Don't worry, guys. I've done this 4 times. It's not a big deal.
Not again.
so I started to shake a little bit, and I didn't know what was going on, and it seemed forever, but the guy with the gun got spooked and ran out. So no harm, no foul. It was just the fact of seeing that happen scared me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
No
mean,
harm, no foul.
I'm still going with harm and foul on that one. I don't know about you.
Except for the nightmares that I have to suffer from almost.
Except for the post-traumatic stress, I'm
Right,
fine.
yeah, okay. So the place didn't get robbed, but a guy tried to rob it, and that's how you met the dude that you want to call. What's his name, by the way?
His name is Rusty.
Okay, and how did you guys actually meet?
How that happened was, of course, the shop owner called the police.
Yeah.
And Rusty happened to be in the store and witnessed it as well. The police came, they tried to take our statements, and we started, telling them what we had seen happen. And once the police was gone, I was still shaking a little bit. And so Rusty looked at me, and for me, it's so sexy when a guy can make you laugh, even in a very difficult situation.
He told you a joke?
He told me a joke, and that was what broke the ice. And it was for the life of me, I can't remember it. It must be the dumbest joke in the world, but I started giggling like a little child.
All right. So
okay.
He was able to be funny in a very stressful time.
Exactly. And, it's nothing like a little laughter through tears. So I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And he had these really nice blue eyes, and I thought, wow, this guy's kind of cute. And I think he started feeling the vibe from me, and I started feeling a vibe from him. And he's like, you know what? There's a bar down the street. Want to go catch a drink? I was like, how about 5? Because I could use them right now.
They say that, if you have a near-death experience with somebody, you're, instantly bonded with them, and it's actually, a great way to meet people. That's why they encourage you to do, crazy stuff on dates, like skydive and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Wow, well, I guess that's what worked for me, because instantly there were sparks that flew.
All right. Okay. And so how was having drinks? Did you guys just go down the street and have beers?
Well, I had a little bit more than just a beer, but we did. We went to the bar, hung out, and next thing we know, we're back in his place.
Shut up. This guy's in a convenience store that gets robbed, and now he has a girl back at his place?
He has the best story ever.
Yeah.
It was crazy how it happened.
Yeah.
I've never done anything like that before, so let's just say one thing led to another, and there you go.
Okay.
So did you stay the night? Did you wake up in the morning? What was it like?
Yeah, I kind of stayed the night.
Yeah.
Get it, girl.
And how was the interaction with this dude the next day?
He asked me if I'd like to have a cup of coffee, and I said no, I have to get to work. I just gave him my number. I said, give me a call. I winked at him and gave him a kiss on the cheek, and I left.
Whoa, the wink. Aren't you, little sly fox?
He's like, I just witnessed a robbery yesterday, but that wink was the weirdest thing that happened. I wish you wouldn't have winked at me. So, has he tried to contact you at all since that night?
No, and I don't know why. I haven't heard from him. I, kind of wanted to play hard to get, so I haven't texted him or called him. But no, I haven't heard from him.
Did you expect more? Because it sounds almost like just this crazy story and a one-night adventure, I guess, for lack of a better word.
I kind of expected more. I mean, we really hit it off. And, we had a good night. Why not?
Well, we'll play a song, come back, see if we can get him on the phone and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thanks.
Yep, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
We're running a little short on time, so I don't have a bunch of time to recap exactly what happened. Okay. Sarah is on the phone. Mm-hmm. She wants to call a guy named Rusty. This is what happened when they met. She was at a convenience store just doing some shopping. And then in comes a robber trying to stick up the place. Oops, he drops his gun, picks it back up. He's fiddling with it, tosses it from one hand to the other, and then realizes he can't get the money. So he runs out of the convenience store. And then the police show up. By the way, everything is in really fast motion at this point. The police show up. They're searching around for clues. They can't find any clues. And so they grab Sarah And they bring Sarah outside to make a statement, and then they talk to another guy named Rusty, who was at the same convenience store to make a statement, and they're standing there waiting for the police to do their thing. They're talking back and forth, laughing and giggling and everything else, and then they go down the bar and hang out and have some drinks, and then end up back at his place, and they hook up, and then she never hears from him again.
The only shocking part is no one slipped on a banana peel.
Yeah. Oh, no, that happened somewhere in there, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just missed it. So fast. Pretty accurate, Sarah?
Yeah, pretty accurate.
So,
with the music and everything.
yeah, that's how I picture that robbery being for some reason. Sarah is on the phone. She met the dude that she wants to call today at a robbery. That whole story is true. They ended up hooking up, and she hasn't heard from him since that day. So we're going to try to get him on the phone right now and find out what went wrong.
How are you going to feel if he just thought of your guys' night as a one-night stand?
I have to be honest, I'll be a little hurt because I thought there was more there.
Yeah. You know what you should
Don't they
do?
always?
If that's the case, you go right over to his house, you bust in the door with a big rubber mallet, and you hit him over the head with that thing repeatedly. We'll get him somehow. All right, I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Rusty.
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Rusty. How are you, man?
Fine. Who's this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
That is me, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And we're calling people who were recently in a convenience store robbery to ask them some questions.
That's actually true.
Oh,
You were just in a convenience store robbery, right?
I mean, yeah. How do you know that?
Oh, I know that because we talked to a girl named Sarah who was at the same convenience store robbery, and she mentioned your name.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Sarah wanted us to call you because she told us all about the robbery and how you guys met when you were giving your police statement and how you went to the bar and then went back to your place and had a really fun night.
Okay, this is weird. Why did she tell you all that information?
Well,
a lot of information.
She's wondering why you haven't called her since then.
I figured you guys just had one crazy, dangerous night and that you wanted nothing else from her.
No, I mean, it's more than that, but I don't want to talk about it.
Do you like her? Did you like her?
Yeah, she was awesome. It was a wonderful time.
So wait, I mean, when you guys were hanging out, you didn't think that would be the last time you saw her?
No, I don't think it's going to be the last time that we hang out.
Okay, but you're not calling her. I don't know you very well, Rusty, but I can tell you this. Usually if you want to see somebody, you have to kind of like contact them.
Yeah. I know, and I will. It's just, I got some stuff I got to take care of first, and then I'm going to call her.
Can you tell us what you have to take care of?
I don't know you guys very well.
What do you mean you don't know us very well, dude? We've been on the phone for like 2 minutes. I feel like you're my best friend, Rusty. Look, man, she's really confused. She liked you a lot. She thought you were really funny. And also the other things that you did, she liked too. And so it would help if we could at least tell her why you're not calling her back.
I don't want her to know why I'm not calling her back.
Are you in a relationship? Really? I mean, I could see, like, you get caught up in the moment, adrenaline's going.
Look, if I tell you guys what's going on, do you promise not to tell her?
Sure.
It's just important. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to go through with this, but I don't want her to know why yet.
Okay. It's your responsibility to tell her then.
Yeah. I'm in a relationship. And I'm going to break up with her, this girl that I'm dating. I'm going to break it. Things weren't good in the first place, and with everything that happened at the robbery, the adrenaline started going. It was one of the crazy experiences I've ever had, and everything kind of got overwhelming, and stuff with Sarah kicked off, and it was great, and I really like her. And I want to do the right thing and not see her until the relationship I'm in is over.
So,
you have a girlfriend? Did you think in the hours that we spent together that maybe you could have shared that with me?
Hey, Rusty, that's Sarah. She was on the phone listening. Sorry.
Are you kidding me?
No. Sorry. I told you I wouldn't tell her, Rusty.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me she was listening.
I'm bad with details. I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me, Rusty? We spent how many hours at that bar? Did you even bother to tell me that you're somebody else?
I had no idea that you were on the phone.
Does that matter?
Yeah, because if you weren't listening, then you wouldn't have known about the mistake I made of sleeping with you while I was in a relationship.
I was a mistake? Are you kidding me right now?
You weren't the mistake. The mistake I made was sleeping with you.
That sounds even worse. What the hell?
It's not, no, that's not what I mean.
Really, Rusty? What do you mean?
What I mean was that whole day, everything that happened that day was wonderful and awesome, and I got overwhelmed, and I made a poor choice.
So what happens? You get involved with me and somebody else brings out a gun and you're going to sleep with somebody else? Is that how that works?
I don't think that getting in the middle of a crime scene is going to be something I make a habit of doing.
I got to tell you, Rusty, I am so disappointed right now. Why didn't you just tell me that night, or you could have called the next day and explained yourself instead of me having to go through all this?
Well, you didn't call me either, and I was going to take care of the situation myself and then get back to you the appropriate way and then tell you everything that happened.
When I left that morning, I gave you my number. I said, give me a call. How much more explicit could I have been?
Well, I wanted to take care of the situation I dug myself into, and I wanted to do it the right way.
Right. So the situation's taken care of now.
Yeah, is it? Are you still with your girlfriend, Rusty, or?
I haven't told her yet, but I plan to do it in 2 days.
In
2 days? Why 2 days, Rusty?
Yeah, do it now.
My buddy's going to lend me his car so I could get some stuff out of her place, and I was going to do it all in the same day, and he wasn't available to help me out until a couple days from now, so I was just waiting till then to do it so it could be all taken care of as cleanly and smoothly as possible.
So let me get this straight. You want me to wait like 2 days and 3 hours and 45 seconds till you break up with your girlfriend, and then you're going to start a new relationship with me. That sounds so promising.
I mean, yeah.
Really?
I think she was being sarcastic, Rusty.
Are you being serious right now, Rusty?
Yes, I'm being serious. That was my plan. I can try to, if I can try to speed things up, like 24 hours, I will.
You know what I'll do? I'll set my timer right now. How about that?
Sarah, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm kind of like rooting for Rusty a little bit. We've all been okay. Granted, the sleeping together thing, not cool at all. Cheating, not cool. I get that. But he sounds truly remorseful, and he's not trying to play you, and he's actually trying to now fix it and go back to being honest, I guess.
Yeah, you should listen to her. I mean, I'm trying to be honest right now and do the right thing in the situation because I made a mistake. And I'm trying to fix it.
And he just needs 2 days or maybe 24 hours if you need the process sped up. Sarah, I mean, we already know Rusty's answer. Sarah, do you want to go out with Rusty again? You called in for the second date update, but we will pay for another date for you guys in maybe a day or two.
I guess I need to wait the 24 hours first.
I think so, yeah.
It's like a waiting period. Layaway almost.
All joking aside, are you serious? Will you go out with him again if he breaks up with his girlfriend?
You know, I'll give him 24 hours to get his taken care of. But if not, I'm out. I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay, Rusty.
Reasonable.
You're on the clock, Rusty. You got 24 hours.
Okay, I'm going to call my friend right now and make sure I can get his truck.
All right. Well, good luck. Sarah, sort of a congratulations. We don't know yet. It's a congratulations. You got a second date based on the fact that he can break up with his girlfriend in the next 24 hours. Rusty, get to work.
I'll do my best. I know I'm on the clock.
Okay. Well, Rusty, if your buddy falls through, you know that there's companies like U-Haul and stuff, right? Like you don't have to wait for him.
Yeah, but that costs money, and this guy is free and reliable.
Oh, my God.
Sounds super reliable.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A lot of really nice listeners. A lot of people are texting in at 78592 saying Rusty, the guy from the second date update, can use their truck if he needs it. If you missed it, Sarah wanted to call a dude named Rusty to find out why he wasn't calling her back. They actually met at a robbery. They were in a convenience store that was robbed. And after everything went down, they were giving their statements to the police, and they started talking. They're like, let's go grab a drink or something. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Then they hung out, got drunk, ended up hooking up that night. Probably because it's like, hey, life is short. You never know. Yeah. And he wasn't calling her back. And why wasn't he calling her back? Because he has a girlfriend. Oh. And he felt really bad about it. And he wanted to call her back, but he wanted to break up with his girlfriend first.
Yeah.
And so he's in the process. And he said that the reason he wanted to wait a little while, he's been working on it, but he doesn't have a truck to get his stuff. So he's been waiting to borrow his buddy's truck. And he said, like, in 2 days, he'll be single and able to go out with her.
It's kind of a lame excuse for not just pulling the trigger. I think he's scared.
She decided to not give it a chance, even if he goes and gets his stuff. But text in at 78592. Rusty still needs a truck. So we'll cook you guys up. Maybe you can help him move a little bit, all right? Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is call the show or email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Move at 92.5.